One, two, one, two. Let's go. All right, sorry about that, guys. Welcome everyone to this lower bracket tournament of Diddy Kong Racing Time Trial 2021. I am Morks on the microphone. The reason I'm here is because Dupe is probably sleeping right now. And the reason he's sleeping is probably because I misspelled his name in the title, which I'm going to modify right now. I'm sorry about that. So, alright, I'll be covering commentary, it seems, today, so that's what we're gonna do. Just give me a second, because I have to do everything at the same time, so that everyone is good. Alright, now we'll be starting countdown in about a second here, just give me a second. Alright, so they're about to start in a second, and the banned track will be Treasure Cave, as we start with the track Ancient Lake Plain. So we'll see how that one goes. Should be starting in a minute. Well, there's a major lag, so I'll try to sync both videos at the same time. So give me a second. There you go. That should be better. Alright, sorry about that. So what we have right now is that the Treasure Caves track was banned by Asbo since Tarzan won the coin flip and wanted to choose the track instead, which is indeed the reason why we're starting with Ancient Lake Plain, which has been a track that Tarzan has been playing a bunch these days. Speaking of which, we have Tarzan finishing the first one with a 36, not too shabby. 36-16, as Asbo will be finishing with a 45, if I'm recalling correctly. Yes, 45-53. Still not too bad for Asbo. I know it's one of those tracks that he's not practiced as much. In any case, this is the way of the game, guys. You choose track that the other person is not very comfortable, and you try to win it. Also, that's Zacharias. You're right. But Ancient Lake is one of those tracks. You spend a day playing and practicing, and then you sort of figure out exactly how to get sub 35, and then afterwards you just keep on going. You know? By the way, while these people play, I'll be sipping my coffee from this awesome DKR64.com mug. That's right, we have merch now. So feel free to go on streamelements.com for DKR64.com merches. I don't think it's .com. I'll post the link. Yeah, there you go. Stream Elements actually just plugged it in at the same time. What good timing. As I say that, there's a 41-30 from Tarzan. I don't think he's that happy with that time, but he still got 36 on his first attempt, which is not too bad. And we have a loop, and a second loop from Asbo. I do believe that the second one was just for the fans, though. It's pretty fun to see. But yeah. So yeah, if you want some cool merchandise from DKR64, the link is available to you guys in the chat right now. And it's pretty fun to see that after all these years, we never had merch. It's kind of funny. But then again, I don't think it's something that speedrunning community does, you know, overall, you know. You don't see, let's say, speedrunning community Super Mario 64 shirts. Well, I mean, maybe, but I don't know if there's, like, an official merch shop for it, you know. Alright, so it seems that Tarzan has missed a couple of stuff, and he's gonna try for a single lap PB. Let's see how that goes. Unfortunately, not getting the best zipper there. So he's not gonna get a good one, probably a 10 or something. Yeah, 10:30. Still fun to watch, but I guess he was sort of happy with the time that he had with 36. I personally would still feel like he could have gone for a better 3-lap time. What I mean by that is that instead of going for the fast lap, I wouldn't sit down on the Asbo and think that he's not able to beat the 36 that I got on the first try, so I will try to improve my time, you know. In any case, we see that Asbo has got a 46-30. Unfortunately, will not be enough to I'm sorry, to to beat Tarzan on this first track. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna update the scores, and then we'll be continuing with the tournament. So it's 1-0 for Tarzan. Now just give me a second. I'll be updating this, and we'll keep on going. Okay, so it seems. Alright, so it seems that the track that has been chosen is Frosty Village Hover. So let me get that information real quick. There's a bit of confusion, but we'll see how that goes. Alright, we'll be starting it pretty soon. The countdown has just been started. I do think that he's able to beat this first time, but then again, a 36 in a tournament set is not too bad, to be fair. There you go, we've started now with the Frosty Village Hover. Let's see if Tarzan is able to pull that one off. Already with even more bananas from Asbo here, but missing the second zipper. That was a bit awkward. Hover, Tarzan Curse? I don't know. I haven't seen him play this this vehicle in a while, so I wouldn't be able to say. Oh no, missing. Oh, poor Asbo, missing both the M3 and the zipper right there. Tarzan, though, opting not to go for the opening on the right. Maybe he doesn't know about it, and he's just sort of doing approximately the same thing as Car, but going on the right here for the zippers. So I guess he knows about that one at least. Wow, both amazing boosts from the zipper right before the lap. But it seems that Asbo has a slight advantage on this track, probably knowing that if he's able to get rid of the hover tracks as soon as possible, he'll be able to spam car tracks as much as possible as well, in order to gain a really big advantage here. See how that goes. Alright, so the first attempt from Asbo is a 124.21, and for Tarzan we have a 128.43. About a 4 seconds difference. Not looking good for our boy Tarzan, but we never know. It might just be the first attempt. Sort of things happen, you know? Yes, he did get a big flat PB. I'm sorry, Nordic. I'm trying to do everything at the same time. I've woken up like not so long ago when I have to like do commentary and stream at the same time. Sometimes it's just you miss stuff. Sorry about that. But thank you for clarifying it in the commentary. Much appreciated. Alright, so Asbo here, missing the second zipper, but I do believe that it is on purpose though. There is a way to chain all those zippers together, but it's kind of hard to do, to be honest. So we have 29 laps for Asbo right here on the first one. Maybe not exactly his best first lap, but then again, he's looking pretty good so far. Tarzan will need to step it up a bit if he wants to win that one. Once again, missing a couple of zippers from both players. I know that when you get into the hole on the right, and you try to aim for the zipper right afterwards, ooh, That wasn't good for Tarzan. Hopping right into the finish pole right here. And Asbo missing a couple of zippers as well. Not looking good. Yeah, so what I was going to say is that when you go into the hole right after the lap line, there's a quick line that you have to do in order to reach a zipper. So 1:23:45 for Asbo, a little bit better time than what he had on his first attempt, as unfortunately Tarzan is going to have a worse time than he had on his first attempt, which is now 1:29:26. So the time that Tarzan has to beat right now in order to win the point would be 1:23:45 potentially, because Asbo might actually pull out an even better run on his third attempt. That's what we're gonna see. Thanks, Nordic. Much appreciated for the pickups. So Tarzan seems to have forgotten to remove his ghost, which might cost him a couple of sandy seconds, but you know, maybe it's a tactic. I don't know. I would recommend to go back to the menu before and come back to the track if possible, so that you're able to actually play without the ghosts. It does give you a little bit of advantage, not too much, you know, but enough so that it can actually decide if you win the match or not, if you're on a good pace. Fortunately, once again, Asbo missing the zipper right here, but getting two zippers in a row. That was pretty good still. Woo! There you go. Alright, so Asbo got it. Once you get into the hole, there's sort of certain timing that you have to get in order to cut the corner short enough, so that, but not too short, so that you get exactly on the zipper right afterwards. And you seem to have gotten it. And Asbo going 2 zippers in a row. Pretty good so far. And I do believe that he's going to finish with maybe an even better time that he had before. And I think so. Is that a 1:22? Yes, it is, guys. It's a 1:22:96. Pretty good time, guys. He seems to have gotten 1 lap PB, 25:26. Congratulations. Or even actually, wait. Yeah, his time is not available on the leaderboard, so that might explain why. In any case, we have 127.86 from Tarzan, which would unfortunately not be enough to beat Asbo on this one. So it will be an even score of 1-1 at the moment. And we're off to the next track in a couple seconds. Just making sure also that I have the good times from everyone here. And I do. Alright, so we got, the next track will be SDA Plane. That's just... I don't particularly like this track, but I know that some people do. And I completely understand why. Just that personally, this track seems to hate me most of the time. So yeah, there you go. Alright. But, I mean, I think it's predictable that Tarzan would go for plane tracks, which is definitely one of those where Asbo struggles the most. So that completely makes sense. Alright, so we started. There's a bit of delay here. I'm gonna just slow down Asbo for a second. There you go. Maybe a little bit more. There you go. Alright. There you go. It should be even now. Alright, so we see a special tactic here. So we got Tarzan playing with drumstick instead of TT. For those who don't know in the chat right now, which I don't think there's a lot of you, but anyway. I'm not saying, by the way, the number of person in the chat, I'm saying the number of people that don't know about this. In any case, sorry about that. So what I'm saying is that drumstick is actually the faster character in plane. But there are certain tracks that it's preferable to play with TT because I'm talking about, let's say, Star City Plane is one of those, and another one would be actually Ancient Link. The reason for this is that TT has not a better traction, but how to explain it is when TT drifts in the air, like when you hold R and B in order to turn around pretty fast, it actually goes faster than drumstick when you turn around. So even though he might not be as fast and have the best acceleration like drumstick would have, he does have a better turnaround, which helps in certain tracks like Star City and Ancient Lake, sorry. So we see though both players struggling a little bit right here. SDA is definitely not one of those tracks that are easy to play on, especially in plane, I would say. And it seems that Tarzan got a 1:41.63 time in his first attempt. Compared to his PB, which is 1:23, it doesn't seem like one of those times where I think he would be proud of, but you never know. I do believe though that we now have a PB from Asbo with a 1:56.85 and a 34.13. It's probably one of those tracks that he hasn't played much before in time trials, which is completely understandable. Alright, so we got a second attempt. That didn't look good for our boy Asbo here, going straight into the wall. That was unfortunate. Let's see if he's able to recover it. Going drumstick on the second attempt, that's funny. I didn't see that yet in tournament where you switch characters in between attempts. Maybe he just forgot to use drumstick there. That might explain it. Oh. Asbo, unfortunately, with that weird loop where he actually just went to the wall instead. That was a bit risky in my opinion. Alright, so we see right here Tarzan with a good tactic, but he's going to... Oh, I thought he was for sure going to get hit with lasers here. It seems that both players have sort of decent way to enter the next section right here, so... We'll keep continuing, and I think that we're looking for a very good lap from Tarzan. 26.76, yes, very decent. Looks good for our boy Tarzan. He might actually get a sub 130 here. As for Asbo, still struggling a little bit. Once again, going straight into the door wall. It's not an easy one, by the way, guys. I would recommend you guys to try it on your own, and you'll see how hard sometimes it can be. You can go super fast and it doesn't go your way. Unfortunate. 1:27.93, very good time for Tarzan. As you might have seen, his PB is a 1:23.83, so he's not too far from his PB, and I do believe that he's very happy with that one. I don't see Asbo taking this one, unfortunately. Speaking of Asbo, we got a new PB once again, 1:55.25 with a 33.86 lap. We PB in, boys. Yes, that would make sense, Nordic, that if Tarzan chose SDA plane, it might actually just be because Asbo was planning to go car on that track. So good pick from him. Sorry guys. I still have to commentate, right? Dozing off, sorry, trying to figure out everything I have to do here. I'm sorry once again, but we have Asbo here finishing his first lap with a 40.30. Still better than his previous attempt, but then again, plane is really not one of Asbo's strength right here. And we have 31.20 from Tarzan, not exactly his best lap yet. I do believe that his 1:27 that he just got will actually be his better time of the 3 attempts, unless he's pulling off some crazy shenanigans. There's chickens bumping on walls all over the places. doesn't look good for both the players here. Oh my god, poor Asbo is getting destroyed by the stage. And hence the reason why I hate this stage, man. It's always a BS galore like this. There's no way to avoid it. 139.45 from Tarzan, which will not be this 127. Though I do believe that 127 is going to get it, as Asbo is at 146 and still hasn't finished his third attempt. So, good job, Tarzan, on picking that track. I do think that it was a good choice against him. And we finish with a 159 from Asbo, unfortunately missing the mark right here. And we're going to be with a total score of 2 for Tarzan and 1 for Asbo. And now we have actually really interesting kick from Asbo, which is 100 Woods Hover. I'm really hoping to see that one because I know that there's a very different ways of playing this track, and I want to see exactly how he does it. Oh, there you go, Dr. Patience. I'm sorry, I haven't checked exactly what was his real score on that one, so I just assumed that his PB was default time, I guess. My bad. But yes, thank you. Alright, so we're starting with Hover right here. Once again, Asbo starting it a little bit early, so I'll try to sync them up. That should be good. Alright. Alright, so they're both opting for the left zipper. Asbo missing it barely as Tarzan gets it, but doesn't get a pretty good line afterwards, which is the reason why Asbo has an 18-second on the first lap and Tarzan has a 19. They're both avoiding the zipper on the left. It's an odd choice, to be honest, especially in time trials. You would want to get this zipper if possible by jumping on it, but it is super awkward to jump on, so might explain it. There you go, Asbo is going for it, and then afterwards hitting the zipper, which is definitely going to be going into his favor right here. And we see Asbo finishing with a really nice 52 seconds on his first attempt, as Tarzan finishes with a 56. Is it once again a PB this time? 52? It might be. I'm not sure, guys. You know better than me. We haven't seen Fossil Canyon yet, Subi. It's not right out the gate, no. What we had at the moment was Ancient Lake Plain, then we had Frosted Village Hover, and then we had Space the Sally Plain, and now we are having Haunted Woods Hover. So no car tracks has been played yet. Yes, 52 is a pretty good time for, especially in the marathon setting. Very good boost from Asbo right here. More bananas grabbed from Tarzan here, which might play in his favor again. 1846, but Tarzan missing the zipper barely here. He's barely gonna flush it out, but not quite actually. He's gonna get a 20 seconds first lap. We're gonna have Asbo here hitting the wall a little bit, but not too bad as he gets a 16:23 on his second lap. Great attempt. Not jumping on the zipper this time, maybe because he sees that he got it on the first try and doesn't want to risk it for the other ones. That might be the reason. And we're actually going to get a 51 from Asbo. Let's go. Wow. Great time, my dude. 51.70 with maybe a fast lap PB of 16:23. I'm not sure yet. Maybe he doesn't update his times. But in any case. And we got a 55.28 from Tarzan with a 17:45 time. Once again, pretty impressive. 51, baby. Let's hope the next one is 50, right? That'd be great. That makes sense, Zubi. Thanks for clarifying. Oops. Alright, we have Tarzan choosing car. But since he hasn't started the track, he's able to restart here and not be cut a point, so that's fine. 18 seconds and 36 on his first lap of Asbo. Let's see if Tarzan this time is able to clutch it out with an 8 banana start. Very impressive. Not having the best boost right here, but you never know with the rest. probably gonna have his first 18. Not quite. 1980. There's definitely something here that Tarzan doesn't do. That doesn't let him have a pretty good time here. Ooh, Asbo, let's go. That was clutch, man. That was really clutch. Asbo is gonna finish with another 52 here. Yeah, that 51 was kind of hardcore to beat, dude. It's really toe-to-toe in this match, as we see that Asbo is going to get out with this point right here. But Tarzan is really not far behind here, as you can see. You got another 55 from Tarzan, but unfortunately will not be quite enough, as it brings the total score to 2-2 between Asbo and Tarzan. So we'll see what the next track is in a moment. Tube to tube? I meant toe to toe, but is tube to tube a thing? I don't know. Yeah, 49 and hover in this track is definitely something pretty. Alright, so it seems that the next track we're gonna have is going to be Jungle Falls Plain. Alright, so they'll be ready in a second. Just give me a moment. Alright, so they'll be starting in a couple of seconds. Just bear with us. Alright, so right now, as you might have noticed, Plane is dead. Oh, wait. That's, hover. Alright, so we have Plane that is dead for the remaining of the tracks, since we've chosen 3 of them. Yes, absolutely, Fish. I don't think that Windmill Plane Hover would be a good choice for Asbo afterwards. But now he has to play a plane track, which is not especially one of his strengths. But you know, you never know. Maybe Tarzan will choke those 3 attempts. But Asbo overshooting plane just a little bit right here, not looking good. But you know, those things happen, you know. Alright, so we have definitely Tarzan having a better time on this one. Not a sub 50 though, but I do think that having 51 is a pretty good attempt from his part, so great attempt. 51.90, very close to his PB of 50.08, really decent. As for Asbo, we have 102.81, not sure if that's a PB as well, it might be. You guys are better than me to determine that. Hey Ben, how you doing? Oh yes, we might see a PB from Tarzan. I know that he's been farming the 49 for a while, so we might see it right now. We'll see how that goes. Double barrel roll here from Tarzan. It might be a tactic that I'm not aware of. I didn't know about that one. And one thing that I've noticed as well is that he doesn't necessarily go for the bananas on the left. Ooh, that was a bad decision here. Trying to go for the barrel roll inside the hole, but unfortunately it didn't let him through. Ooh, but unfortunate once again with the the alley-oop. Not exactly what he was looking for. Barely went into the hole. As Asbo is actually having a pretty decent second attempt here. Knowing him, he must be pretty proud with that 57 right here. Let's go. 57.83 for Asbo and 17.38 third lap. Pretty decent. We have a bit of a worse time from from Tarzan here, but I do believe that this 5190 on his first attempt was definitely something that's hard to beat for Asbo, so I'm not sure if he's going to be able to beat it. We'll see. Alright, so we see Tarzan with a pretty decent start once again, going with the barrel rolls here. This time going just a little bit more to the left, but I do think it's going to help him get a better line here. And he does, actually. Wow. Stuff. Continue like so. And we have Asbo's stream dropping frames just a little bit, so let's hope it resets by itself. And it seems to be back. Alright, cool. I wasn't sure. Oh no! He will barely... Oh! He did get it! He did get the 49, guys! He did! Let's go! Yeah, that's a hard one to beat. I don't think that he's going to be able to beat that one. Wow. Very impressive. Let's go, the 49. Barely clutched it out because I do think that he missed something. Oh, and you see right here that his PV is 4780. It's just that he never updated it, so never mind. A 49 is pretty decent, to be honest. Shoutouts to Tarzan on that one. And with an ending of 5991 from Asbo will not be quite enough. Sorry about that. Alright, so we have once again a very interesting pick from Asbo, which is going to be Walrus Cove Hover. And afterwards, we'll have only car tracks for the 3 remaining tracks until we reach the part afterwards. Alright, just give us a second. Be right there. Alright, there was a little bit of confusion here, but we're good to go, and we'll start in a couple of seconds. So the confusion that we had right here was definitely because I said that Plane and Hover were dead until we've done the 9 complete tracks with all the car tracks afterwards. And Asbo thought that when he picked Walrus Cove's Hover, that Hover was already dead, but I guess it's my phrasing. I sort of said that Hover was dead before his pick, so my bad. In any case, we're good to go. Yeah, that's a good idea, by the way, Nordic. I'm not exactly sure what Tarzan will be counterpicking with car, especially. That's going to be an interesting pick. They're both seeming to have the sort of similar tactics right here, but Asbo having a better handling here, so he doesn't run into a wall. I don't think it's definitely one of those tracks where I'm not as comfortable as I would like to be. And Tarzan, unfortunately, missing the zipper right here. Asbo with a 33 first lap and Tarzan with a 35. Although Tarzan did miss a zipper and also bumped into a wall, so that might explain it. Once again, missing the zipper. Not looking good. Asbo as well, missing the zipper. Maybe it's just Walrus Cove, man. This track might be cursed. We never know. Yeah, it's fine, Dr. Fish. I mean, I personally, I didn't find the time to submit all my times, I guess, so. But congratulations on that time, by the way. Good shit. Ooh. There's a little bumps everywhere from both players, and it seems that Tarzan is actually recovering from that attempt. So let's see if he's able to get the good time even then. I do think that Asbo is on his way to get a better time anyway, but you never know. Ooh, it could have gone a bit better, but I think that both players didn't exactly want this kind of ending. And we got a 135.63 from Asbo with a 30.26 best lap. 30.68 best lap for Tarzan with a 137.75. So Asbo in the lead on this one. Let's see how that goes though, because it's pretty close from both players. Once again, lap PB by Tarzan. Let's go. Seems that Tarzan is going back here. Not exactly sure what he's doing. He might just, I don't know, reset for some reason. Maybe he went too much back. He wanted just to go on the menu, it seems. Alright, so Asbo bunking a little bit everywhere, unfortunate. But on his way to get a pretty decent first lap though, with a 32 maybe? Not quite. 33, just like his first attempt. Once again, missing the second zipper right here for Tarzan, and missing a bunch of bananas here. Also there. Not looking good for our boy Tarzan. As Asbo enters this section right here, goes straight into the right side of the track in order to not run into any walls, but does run into a tree. It was not looking good for him, but he did succeed to get a zipper right afterwards, so pretty good attempt so far. And Tarzan this time is going to slow down just a little bit to make sure that he gets the zipper, which he does. Goes a little bit too fast here and runs right into the wall. What you have to notice here is that there's a very specific timing to stop your momentum with cover, so that you make sure that you don't go too far, but do get the best speed possible in order to maneuver around in that specific section. And Asbo running into the wall at the end, not the wall, the fishing pole. Not the fishing pole, the finishing pole. So yeah, still got a 134 though, which is a better time than what Tarzan had on his first attempt. But you never know, maybe this attempt will be better than what Asbo just got. It doesn't look like it though, so I do think that everything will be played on the last attempt once again. Getting a 138, not beating his first attempt. Fortunate. Let's see how the rest goes. Alright, so we see Asbo here missing one of the bananas, but at least still getting a good line here. Getting the second zipper, bonk it to the wall, and get all the bananas here. Alright, it still looks good, even though he missed the first bananas. But he's missing 2 bananas on the overpass here, with only 7 to go for the remaining, and 8 right now. Yeah, 8 bananas to finish the first lap is fine, but definitely having those 2 extra bananas would help him continue. Once again, Tarzan forgetting to go into the right vehicle. There it is. We've been having this mistake twice now. I mean, it's sort of a mistake that happens by habit, you know, guys. I mean, the default vehicle for this track is cars, so you have to remember to just switch vehicles every time that you do enter the track, if it's played on a non-original vehicle. Alright, so bonking a little bit for Tarzan, and unfortunately having only 4 bananas, and now 5 I believe, before ending the first lap. Not looking good. Although still gets a 33 first lap, pretty fine in my opinion. So we see Asbo here opting to go on the right side, which is kind of interesting, but still gets a 133.91, which will be his best attempt so far. It's going to be a very good challenge for Tarzan to try to beat, especially with all those bonkings. Fishing for new PBs, you're right. Then. Please don't hate on me, I'm trying my best to speak the good English. Alright, so let's see how that goes. The time that he has to beat is 133.91, so we'll see if he's able to do so. It doesn't look like it for now, though. It might be another point for Asbo, which will bring the score back to even. Yeah, forget it. He wanted to spend time a little bit with a Christmas tree right here, seeing if there was any gift under it. Unfortunately, the only thing that he saw is a loss! And that will bring back the score to 3-3 between Asbo and Tarzan. Alright, so now, just letting you know, guys, that we only have car tracks left. So, we have Tarzan here that is going to choose Snowball Valley car. I do think it's one of those tracks that's really fun to watch, to be honest, so I'm pretty hyped to see that one. Alright, we'll be starting in a second. Once again, it seems that the score doesn't update for Asbo. It might be just a typo error. Where's Joey when you need him? Indeed, we need Joey for this track for sure. As you might not know, Joey is the world record holder for both fast lap and third lap and 3 lap on this track. He does crush pretty much everyone on this one. Pretty good. Alright, we see an unfortunate bonk from Tarzan here and another one from Asbo. Definitely another one of those tracks that are easy to compete in, that's for sure. I do believe still, though, that is a pretty decent pick from Tarzan. As you might have noticed, he did pick up a bit here, but did miss one of his attempts, and it seems that he paused. And I do think he will forfeit his first attempt here. Yeah, not looking good. We got a 48-31 though from Asbo, so I don't think it's one of those times that is hard to beat for Tarzan, but you never know. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, when you pause, unfortunately, you have to forfeit your attempt because it would technically give time for the player to recompose himself. And this is a slight advantage that we want to avoid in a particular tournament set, you know? So, unfortunately, he had to give back this attempt. Okay, Asbo opting for a sort of wide area here. And it seems that Tarzan takes a bit of time in order to recompose and choose this track right here. Oh, but a really good time from Asbo, as you can see. We got a 46-16. It's that's gonna be a hard one for Tarzan to beat. As you can see, Tarzan, his PB is for a 45.06, so it would be very close to his PB in order to beat it. Especially with a missing zipper and the bonk on the side mountain. I'm not sure how to call it, but like the slope or whatever. But yeah, fortunate. So we see Asbo with his third attempt in the time. So we'll see how that goes. Pretty decent lap though for Tarzan here with a 14.83 on the second lap. But we got a 16.18 from Asbo. Yeah, it's looking good for Asbo right now. As I'm saying that, commentators, Curse, he does have a problem with his drift and therefore doesn't hit the zipper as he would like. 51 seconds attempt from Tarzan. I don't think that's exactly what he was looking for, but you know, there's his final attempt, so we'll see how that one goes. Speaking of attempts, Asbo bonking everywhere right there. But I do believe that he will be happy with his 46 seconds attempt earlier on, so right now we have a 50-16, but just to clarify on the stream that in order for Tarzan to win that point, he will have to get a score better than 46-16. With a great song indeed, accompanying Tarzan on his final attempt. Doesn't get all the bananas, and does bonk the wall. Not a great start for him, but you never know, he might do. Yeah, okay. Womp womp. But you never know, within the last 2 laps, it might be actually like one of the best laps we've ever seen. Like something in the Joey caliber. Well, that was decent to be honest. 14:23 on the second lap. Yeah, with a 46, 18, I don't think that is going to be beatable, but barely though, as you might have seen, it's a 48, just too many bonks in the process, and that will give the point to Asbo, and Asbo is now leading with 4 against 3. And we're about to see another car pick from Tarzan in about a second. Let's see if he's able to pick one that maybe Asbo hasn't practiced or isn't comfortable with, which I don't believe there is one. Asbo is known to be very good at car tracks overall. But yeah, Tarzan in the chat, not in the chat, but in Discord, is actually pretty happy with his 2 last laps, but his first lap was not exactly something that he wanted to have. And it seems that the other car track that will be chosen is Fossil Canyon Car. Alright, we'll start in a couple of seconds once again. Alright. Just give us a second. Once again, it's just a matter of time. There's still hope indeed, you're right. Although Asbo is very, very, very good in car, Tarzan might actually impress with that one. I mean, he did chose this track, so it might explain maybe that he's good at this one. But as I say, that is missing the zipper, barely. And as you see, Asbo was a bit too narrow on that, but we see great adaptation from him as he simply just decided to to continue his track on the more wider part of it and not bunk into the wall. Great experience from him. And we see actually a 4 seconds difference just with the first lap. But Asbo hitting like a weird part of the stage here. I've never seen that happen ever. Awkward. Yes, Tarzan does know what to do. But playing car against Asbo is still very scary in my opinion. Taking a car track on him is definitely not something to gloat about. It's a pretty good achievement in my opinion. And we have the finish right here of 105.85 from Asbo, as we get a 111.18 from Tarzan. I don't believe that it's a especially good time for Asbo though, but he did get a couple of weird bonks on this way, so that might explain it. Picking SPA car? Maybe, yes. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure how Tarzan plays on SPA, especially in car. It's one of those tracks where I do believe, I think that I've seen him farm it, like especially the vent part, that he's pretty good. But yeah. Alright, so we see now that Tarzan opts actually to go for the bananas on the right instead of continuing. I don't think it's one of those tracks where you want to have a lot of bananas, because you can actually pick most right afterwards. I think that what Asbo does is actually a little bit faster, where you just simply go into the tunnel on the first lap anyway, you know? But he does get around here. Maybe he just didn't feel it. I don't know. That was weird. He just wanted to go safe on that one, I'm pretty sure. This part can be quite finicky with car. You bonk everywhere. Let's see if Asbo is going to be able to pull that one off on the third lap. Fortunately, no. But Tarzan, will he? Well, he doesn't do it. What's happening? It seems that sometimes they just don't go for it. Ah, missing the zipper barely once again. Not looking good. And we're going to have a finish of 107 from Asbo and 109 from Tarzan. Tarzan beating his previous attempt, but not Asbo. Will he be able to beat it though? Tarzan's PB is 101.50, so it does beat Asbo's attempt right here. Even beats his first attempt actually, so it might be one of those tracks where we see an upset. Alright, so we got another attempt here. Really good beginning from Tarzan. Once again, good beginning from Asbo. Let's see. Okay, so Tarzan does go on the right, as Asbo does too. It seems that they're switching tactics whenever they want. It's kind of awkward, to be honest. Not exactly sure why. Oh, but Tarzan missing the mark right here, but does go over the the branch. That was fun. The tree chunk, I would say. That was funny to watch. Definitely one of those tracks where things can go wrong quite easily. Alright, there you go. I'm really wondering why they don't go for the zipper into the tunnel every time, though. It's not something I was expecting, especially from Asbo. Let's see if Asbo goes for it now. Yes, he does. But not able to drift exactly as he would like. Unfortunate. I guess Asbo does just want a clean time, but then again, I'm not sure about that one. It's just... Ooh. Well, I mean, Asbo is pretty lucky with his first attempt, as we get a 107 from Asbo and 108 from Tarzan, but that's not going to cut enough. And it's going to get the score 5-3 for Asbo right here. That was messy. But the score that we got right now is pretty much what we were expecting in the seeding at the moment. So Asbo winning Fossil Cannon was the seeded outcome. So we'll see what will be the next car track before we're able to choose any vehicle whatsoever in any available track. Still have yet to write to me, so it won't be long. Alright, so what we're gonna have as the last car track is going to be Spaceport Alpha car. So I guess the chat was right there. And we'll be able to start in a second. And I know that Daller, Ben, and Dr. Fish are pretty happy with that one, especially Ben. I know that Ben loves this track and car. But Ben, there's no shortcut. How can you like this? It's time for some vehicle maneuver. Let's go. Already we see that Tarzan has a little bit of advantage, but missing the mark. No! Oh, no! Tarzan really trying to go all the way for it, but missing the vent clip. Not the vent clip, but you know what I mean by that is that with the vent here, what happens is that normally it propulses your car into the air, but depending on your movement, there is a way for you to land on the floor as soon as possible, which definitely saves you a second or two depending on your movement. Which will lead Asbo on the lead right here. Let's see on their second attempt if the vent is a bit better from both players. Ooh, Asbo missing it either. Oh no! Oh my god, this vent is definitely one hardcore track. Alright, let's continue. So they're pretty close. We have a better second lap from Tarzan here. Especially considering that the vent on the second lap of Asbo wasn't exactly great. This one is fine though, as you might have seen. But Tarzan missing it once again. I don't believe that this first attempt will be pleasing for both players here. But that's the reason why we have 3 attempts, ladies and gents. So we might see amazing times on those ones. And Asbo is going to close down with a 142 on his first attempt, as we have a 146 for Tarzan. A really big 3.5 seconds difference right here, but it's still not over. Yes, Fish, that vent from the last lap was hot by Asbo, but I have seen Tarzan going for even crazier ones. And we'll see if he's able to pull it off. Keeping his ghost, I'm not sure if that's a good tactic. Not sure if that's on purpose. Will he be able to make it? Not exactly the best vent either, but at least he's not falling down the vent as he did in his previous attempt. But that does bring Asbo a little bit in the lead right now. Once again, you never know, the vent can be quite finicky on this one. We got a 34 from Asbo, and we got a 36 from Tarzan. Already a 2 seconds difference gap. But then again, the vent, will it be clement for... Oh! Barely! But Tarzan misses it. It seems that Tarzan's tactic is not working well for him today. But there's a last attempt, so we'll see if that one closes down good. Oh, zippers, you're right. I forgot about that. Thank you. Hey, Ryan Ford, how you doing, buddy? Glad to have you on the chat right now. How's your runs lately? Alright, so Asbo, having a decent vent right here. I think we're gonna have a pretty decent time here for Asbo, as he didn't get destroyed by the vent a single time. As Tarzan does get a good vent either, but I don't think we're going to see a good time from him today. Are we going to see a sub 140 from Asbo? I think we do. Almost a 138, guys. 139.05, going to be a very hard attempt to beat for Tarzan, because Tarzan, as you might have seen, his PB doesn't go under 140, so he would have to PB in order to beat that time. Amazing, Ryan. I don't think I've seen your streams recently, but I do know that you've been playing a different game, and I do think that Metroid Zero Mission was one of them. It's just that I haven't seen your time yet. Congratulations for learning this, though. Looks fun to watch. Watch Asbo clutching out the 135. We'll see. He's missing a couple of bananas, though. Not having the greatest vent, but you never know once again. You notice something quite special right here, where Asbo goes for drifting strats in the middle section where there are the lasers. And if we notice Tarzan right here, he does go for them, but it's not as precise as Asbo, which I definitely think that is giving a couple of seconds advantage to Asbo right there. But Asbo missing the vent. Oh no, the 135 dream is gone, ladies and gentlemen. It's fine, Ryan. We all start somewhere, right? I've started to play to speedrun Jedi Knight recently, so you'll see if you hop onto my stream, I'll be playing that game most of the time. Yeah, awkward third attempts from both players here. A 34.58 for his second lap. Let's see if he's gonna get a good vent for his last attempt. Once again, missing it barely. Yeah, not looking good. Then again, he's able to go for these kind of crazy vents, especially since he got a 139, low 139 on the second attempt. So that's sort of seals the deal for this one for sure. And we see Tarzan here trying to finish off with his third lap. We got Asbo with a 144, not especially his best attempt, but I do believe that his 139 is going to seal the deal right here. Unless we see Tarzan winning. Not quite. Was close though. I do believe that he got a new PB. No, yeah, he didn't. 140.98, but very close to his PB, so I do believe that he's quite happy with that one. And it seems to be almost game point for Tarzan right here, so the next big he is able to get any vehicle that he wants, including plane, hover, car, whatever. So I would expect personally a plane track pick from Tarzan. We'll see how that goes. Yes, thank you, Ryan. It's a pretty decent one considering that 7 years ago I had like a 32 minutes or so. The route was different, but I mean I still beat it by like 5 minutes easy, you know? Yeah, it makes for a pretty fun speedrun for sure, Ryan. Alright, so as I said earlier on, I expected a plane pick from Tarzan, and I'm absolutely correct since he chose Hot Top Volcano Plane. It's gonna be a fun one to watch for sure. We have some chicken picks. Get the ready from both players in a second, and then we'll be able to start. Rocking out with the cock out, as we say. I do think that it's a very good pick from Tarzan, but afterwards it does put him in a really dangerous position, because if he wins that one, that means that Asbo is going to pick the next track, and that's going to be pretty awkward to against. I'm gonna try to sync up the videos right here. Just give me a second. There you go. Alright, it seems that both players went with drumstick. Tarzan going to the wall, unfortunately, though. I do think, though, that's one of the tracks that Asbo might have practiced. But, once again, they're both hitting multiple walls right here. This is the Nordic bow strat. Not strat, sorry, the Nordic bow track. Because he's been farming the one lap world record for this a lot. And he's been bringing it down and down and down so much, trying to get that 14 seconds. But yes, Tarzan does need to be perfect at the moment. It's a very exciting match to witness right now. Oh, Ryan, I just saw your comment, by the way. That's amazing, by the way. Let's hope it goes well. Pretty sure that you have, you know the game super well at the moment, right? Since you speedrun it, so I can't wait to watch it. I mean, I won't be able to watch it, unfortunately, because I'll be busy, but I wish you good luck, my friend. But yeah, plane bunks do take forever. It's definitely one of those vehicles where you get a very decent speed boost every time you roll, but if you hit a wall, it's very dangerous for sure. So we got a 111.03 from Tarzan, and we only got a 126 from Asbo. Already a 15 seconds difference, not looking good for Asbo. But you never know once again. Asbo might be able to pull off a crazy time here. Almost hitting the wall once again here. Woo! That was looking fun for him. Double barrel roll. Double barrel once again. Is he going to hit it? Yes, he does. Clean from Tarzan. We got a 29 lap from Asbo right here. Tarzan is going to... Oh, almost missing the zipper, but he did get it. Quite lucky in my opinion. Ah! He almost hit the wall. Wow. Great awareness from him. With a 1970 time for his first track, it's actually looking very good for him at the moment. He's going to be able to get a low 1 minute. And he does. 102, guys. 102.68. I do believe that it's going to be a very hard time for Asbo to beat on that. Yes, it is Super Turrican music. It's a mix, so yeah. Every time I get this kind of comment here about Super Turrican. We will get a better time from Asbo right here, though, as we get a 119.30. Yes. Yes, he is Nordic. Pretty sure about that. And we're off for the last attempt between those two players. I think that Tarzan is taking a little bit of breath here. Not exactly sure what is the new strat, by the way, here, Nordic. Is that what he's doing with the multiple barrel rolls? Ooh, let's go. Pretty slick. Oof. He went a bit too high, but he still got a 22.35 on his first lap. Very decent. Let's go. Did you see that? That's clean. Very clean from Tarzan for sure. But Asbo bunking into the side door right here. Not looking good. Ladies and gentlemen, I think that if it continues like so, we might see a PB from Tarzan. And of course, as I say that, he misses the zipper. I should probably just shut up. Hits the wall. I choked it. My bad, guys. I shouldn't have said that. But he does get, I think, a better 102, right? Yes, he does. He gets a 102.33, beating his previous score. But unfortunately for Asbo, that will not be enough. He did get a better time of 115, but it will be not enough. So give me a second and I'll update that score real quick. There you go. Alright, so the next track that we're going to have is a Star City car. That's a very fun one to play on. I do believe it. I think it's one of my favorite to play on. I'm not exactly good at it. I'm just loving the pace of it. I don't know why. It requires a lot of knowledge about the game itself in order to pull off a good time there. And it's just very satisfying when you do so. It's also a bit chill. Like, there are some chill parts of the track that makes it sort of, you know, brain dead. And then afterwards you arrive to a part where you have to be super precise. It's just, I think it's a good overall track in my opinion. It is still game point for Asbo at the moment. And it is a car track, so it might be the end for our boy Tarzan right here. Hopefully we'll be witnessing something incredible here, and Tarzan might be able to take that track. We'll see how that goes. Already a pretty clean beginning from Asbo. But missing the zipper right here. Unfortunate. And Tarzan missing it as well. Going a little bit too fast for the zipper. We do have 12 bananas on Asbo's end with a 27th first lap, and we're going to get a 28th first lap for Tarzan. And you're right, Asbo almost PB'd for the previous track. You're right, Nordic. I forgot to mention that. We see a 25 for Asbo right here. Once again, not exactly a time that we're used to see for Asbo. as he bunks into the wall. This wall can be quite finicky to maneuver around, especially if your zipper angle is not quite what you wanted to get. This kind of thing can happen. Very unfortunate. And I'm sorry, I forgot to notice what exactly happened on Tarzan. Did he fell? Did he fell from the bridge right here? I haven't noticed. I'm sorry. We got a 1:19.93 from Asbo though, a time that will be quite hard to beat for Tarzan, as his PB is only 1:18.76. Alright, so we're off for a second attempt right here from both players. 1:34.10 from Tarzan though. Almost a 15 seconds difference. Then again, I think that he fell from the bridge, I'm not exactly sure. So hopefully we'll see a better attempt from him right now. Asbo missing a couple of bananas on the bridge, but doesn't stop him as he drops down right here and goes right into the zipper. Will he be able to get the zipper and go to the banana? Yes, he does. Missing a couple of bananas on the way, but it does look good for him. Bunks on the wall though, which will definitely slow down his momentum. But a 25 seconds first lap is definitely something to be proud of. Good stuff, Asbo. We see Tarzan right here, opting to go for more bananas on the left before continuing. Does have a good banana count at the moment, but not looking quite as polished as Asbo's run at the moment. Asbo though missing a zipper. So close. 27:23 though for Tarzan. Very good first lap for him, I believe. Let's continue. Once again, Asbo bonking on the wall right here. This is what happens when you take the zipper a little bit too narrow on that. You should be able to recover from it though. As Tarzan does get the zipper right here, and he's gonna close down his second lap with a very decent 26.90. My calculations were wrong, but it was still pretty close. Asbo though bonking a little bit too much everywhere, which will lead him to a time a bit worse than what he had on his first attempt, which is a 1:21.71. And I do recall right now that the time that Tarzan has to beat at the moment is a 1:19.93. So he does have to get a very decent time here, almost beating his PB. 1:21. They both had a 1:21 on their second attempt, but actually Tarzan's 1:21 is a slightly better 1:21 on the second attempt here. Maybe he'll be able to clutch it out in this last attempt. We'll see. This is the last attempt for both players if Tarzan is not able to pull off a better time here. This might be the end of Tarzan's tournament run. Let's see if he's able to clutch that out. As Asbo gets a 26.30 on his first lap, will he be able to land the zipper right under this section right here? Hopefully yes, and he does. This is clean from Asbo. We got a little bit of lag from Asbo right now, but yeah, there you go. We should be able to recover really quickly. Hopefully. As for Tarzan, gets a really good zipper here. With a decent banana count, I think that to have 8 bananas here is decent. He's gonna get his 10th right here, and now they are both capped in banana counts. I think it's a very clean attempt from both players right now. But Asbo does get the zipper right here, but bonks into the wall. Man, the walls in Star City are really not Asbo's friend today. But he does get a 120.76, not beating his 119 score though, so it might actually be Tarzan's way of beating him right now. Let's see if he's able to pull it off. He must be able to clutch it. He has to. Once again, the time that he has to beat is 119.93. So as long as he gets a 119, he should be able to beat him. Let's see if it's going to be able to. It's so close. I'm not able to say if it's going to be. He's able to! I think he's able to beat him! He is! He did! Wow! Tarzan wins this one. He's still in the tournament. Wow! Asbo not skipping a beat, choosing Christian Island car right as we say this. Tarzan is hanging in there. Hanging on the how's it called? You know what I mean by that, like the... I have the word in French, but I don't have the word in English. You know, like the rope in the air that Tarzan does, like go from one to the other. I'm not exactly sure what's the name of this in English. Will we see safe strats from Asbo? That's a good question. Let's see how that one goes. Alright, so they seem to have started, but there's a little bit of delay, so I'm gonna try to arrange it.
You might be missing some of the benefits that stereo can provide.
There you go. Alright. Non, je parle d'une liane, Ben. Une liane, tu sais, une liane, le Tarzan qui est sur les lianes. What is it in English? Oh yes, indeed. That's for sure. Vines, there you go. The bin! Oh yes, Obayo. Of course, what I'm talking about is Tarzan's bins. But yeah, exactly, the vines. There you go. I've completely missed the mark right there. Thank you for specifying. Alright, sorry about that. We're just memeing in the chat. We got a 105 from Asbo. Wow, that's actually very impressive. Against a 112.70 from Tarzan. If he's not able to beat that time, it's going to be pretty hard to play against. But once again, I'd like to point out that getting a car track against Asbo is definitely not something easy to do. He's known to be very good in car, as you noticed yourself in the tournament. So taking one against him is definitely something to be proud of. We see Asbo here with really great lines in Christian Island, really showing his prowess. A little bit of clunkiness here and there from both players, but I do believe that Christian Island sometimes has those kind of things, so it's completely understandable. Very clean from him. Ooh, almost, no. 104 though, still beating his previous time, even with all these weird mistakes that can happen in Christian Island. We do get a better time from Tarzan though, we get a 111.51. Still not quite though. He still have 7 seconds to shave off if he wants to survive in this tournament set. Once again, just letting you know that Asbo has the game point, so if he wins this one, it is over for Tarzan as he's out of the tournament. Bunking on the wall right here. Tarzan has one last attempt in order to beat that 104. Let's see if he's able to do it. It's still, I should say that to you, it's 3 seconds better than his actual PB right now. So I don't want to say it is impossible, but this definitely is very unlikely. And missing a zipper on the way there. Not looking good for a boy. Might call the end for it. But Asbo spending time at the beach a little bit. Just having fun right there. What is he doing? Not looking good. No! Poor. Both players having to struggle right there before the finish line. It's not one of those easy parts to go, especially at that kind of speed. And Asbo is going to finish with at least a 1:12 right here if everything goes well. Not even. 1:13. And unfortunately for Tarzan, this is the end. Almost though, he could have gone for a better time, but he saw that he wasn't able to go and beat that 1:04 and will finish it with 1:14 it seems. Alright, well, I mean, we already got Tarzan in the commentary chat right now. Let me just undeaf it for a second. Hello guys, how are you doing?
Hello?
Hello. Wait. Hello, how are you doing?
Tarzan? Are we live?
Yes, you guys are live. I'm sorry, I forgot to, wait a second. Ah, my god. I just noticed what's the problem right here. 1212, are you able to hear me?
I can't hear Morks, can you?
1212, are you able to hear me?
Maybe he's muted on Discord, but not on stream.
Wait a second, I'll be right there, you guys. I just need to figure out something right here with my microphone. 1212, are you able to hear me?
Yes, hello Morks.
Hello guys, I'm sorry for that. It seems that my audio input on Discord was set to default as it should have been on headset microphones, so this is the reason why. Alright, so how are you guys doing?
I feel perfect, but that's just me.
I completely understand that, but I mean, it's part of the game, right? I mean, you did take a car track on Asbo. What do you think about that one?
I never thought in a million years that would ever happen, and on Star City of all tracks.
Oh yes, indeed. I mean, I do think it's one of the Asbo's strongest track, to be honest, but I don't think the track was going Asbo's way today. What do you think about that, Asbo?
No, I was really unfortunate in all my attempts, and just like the frustration was building up, and I tried to take more risks, and then yeah, it just got worse and worse. So that's really good job by Tarzan there.
Yeah, he did almost get a time that beat his PB, so that's very high for him, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I did PB.
Yeah, that's huge.
Oh, you did get a PB, the 3-lap PB? Not sure.
Yeah, 118.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 3 lap and 1 lap.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, my bad. Sorry about that. I sort of got
No,
confused.
you're alright.
I'm sorry? I didn't hear you quite yet.
Yeah, I was really happy that I got to play the hover tracks that I wanted to play. I really wanted to play Frosty Village and what's its name? The third one I picked. Walrus Cove.
Oh yeah, Walrus
Yeah.
Cove.
Walrus Cove and Frosty Village are those pretty comfortable for me. I feel like I played actually really well on Frosty Village,
Yep.
but
Oh, yeah.
my Walrus Cove it's kind of meh, but it still did the trick. So yeah, I'm happy. Overall performance was okay.
Indeed. It seems that your tactic, Asbo, is to try to get rid of the hover tracks as soon as possible, so that afterwards the tracks that are remaining are mainly car tracks, so that you're able to build up points from that, right?
No comment.
To be honest,
I'm sorry, I don't want to unveil your tactic
or
or whatnot. I'm just saying that it seems to be a pattern at the moment, but it is a good
Yeah.
pattern because it's definitely one of your strengths that you have right now is that, especially in car tracks, you show to be very prominent in it and be able to compete with the top 3 players that we have in the tournament for sure. So I do believe that it's one of the best tactics that you can go for, so shout outs to that. Also, we have a couple of things that I want to ask you guys. We're going to go with the Zubidoo sort of way of asking, what was your least favorite thing that happened in this tournament set, and what was your favorite? I'm gonna start with Tarzan right here.
Yeah, the thing that I was like most frustrated with was Fossil Canyon. I just could not get any legless zippers, could not get any speed. The canyon section was a total nightmare. It was just weird. It's something I've been trying to practice a lot, considering I've been trying to get better and better sub 101 speed. But other than that, I played really well in a lot of other places. Almost PBing in some tracks, just maybe 1 or 2 bumps away from it. AL Plain was good. Frosty Village Hover was all right. You know, I almost PB'd on that last attempt, but if I could just figure out how to get that double consistent. SDA plane getting a 127 was pretty big. PBing at Haunted Woods hover by just a small amount.
Yeah, I mean,
Jungle Falls plane was
I'm sorry, go ahead.
turnaround from the match against Andy. Jungle Falls plane was such a huge turnaround from the match against Andy. I'm more comfortable to pick it and ended up getting sub 50 in a run in tournaments, so that was pretty good.
Oh yeah,
Overall,
I did see that. That was pretty amazing to see a sub 50 in a tournament set for sure.
Overall, I think I played pretty well. Crescent Island Car was not the pick I was hoping for, but you gotta play against the weaknesses. So.
Indeed, you're right. And as of you, Asbo, what was your least favorite thing least and best favorite thing that happened in this tournament set for you?
Like in general, or this particular match?
Just I mean, in the match itself. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was actually really happy about my third lap on the first attempt in Fossil Canyon, which I had a really clean canyon part. I got a 1961, I think, going around the lake, which is huge.
Wow.
And also, because I hadn't played Fossil Canyon in a while, and then it occurred to me like 2 days ago that holy moly, Tarzan is actually, he's showing up on Fossil Canyon, so I was like, okay, I gotta practice this. And the lake jump has been way too inconsistent for me, so I just had to try to practice and go around the lake, and I had some like semi-success with it, gotten like consistent 102s, 103s, so I was really happy about that.
I usually don't go for a lake jump unless I have lagless, otherwise I just go around it.
Yeah. I mean, plane is, I'm not at the level that I should be, so I don't need, do we even have to talk about that?
I mean, it's definitely, I mean, people that are playing against you do know about this and try to pick as much plane tracks as possible. It's a good tactic against you as of now, for sure.
It's not like a secret anymore that I'm not the best at playing, so. But, yeah, overall, and of course, I'm really disappointed about my Star City. So, but the Crescent Island finish was really good. On the second attempt, I believe I got a mid 22 and then a 2011 flap, which was really great. So, yeah, that was also really happy about that. So yeah, I'm satisfied with my performance overall.
I got in one good YOLO turn, and I was pretty happy with that.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah. To be honest, it was a pretty fun match to witness. There was a couple of upsets here and there, a couple of cool tracks that I've seen that both players are very prominent in. That we've seen like very good performance from both players. I know that you guys sometimes bumped into certain walls or missed a couple of zippers, but there were definitely some times that were very clean and very fun to watch in a tournament set. So thank you for that, and once again, congratulations on Asbo for winning this tight set that we had right here.
Well, I wasn't expecting much, but Asbo, Asbo, congratulations, man.
Yeah, thank you, you too, man. It was a really fun match.
Alright, perfect. So thank you once again to the players for playing, and we're gonna sign up for right now. As you might have seen in the chat section, there is going to be a battle tonight between Obayo and Psychedelic Joey, which will start exactly at 10 p.m. EST, so you really don't want to miss that. It's going to be in about 9 hours and 30 minutes from right now. And it is in the upper brackets, so I'm really hoping that you guys can attend that, because it's going to be one hell of a set. Both players are very good in their respectable vehicles, and this will be very close in my opinion. So, Tarzan and Asbo, do you have last words before we end the stream for right now?
Good luck to Obayo and Psychedelic Joey.
Well, yeah, that. That'll be definitely a fun match. What I was gonna say was, I think I'm gonna go back and talk some RTA, because I've been really wanting to do that now that I'm out of the tournament, so that'll be exciting. A little bit of a change of pace.
All right, perfect. So we're kind of hoping to see that in the following days. In the meantime, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you tonight at 10 p.m. EST for Obayan Psychedelic Joey's match. See you then, and take care, everyone. Thank you.